If you look at videos today, you'll find countless creators promising that just listening to this frequency will bring you luck, or clearing your mind will connect you to the universe. Many people also sincerely offer prayers, seeking daily peace and safety for their loved ones. Seeking such peace of mind is, of course, not wrong. For human beings, prayer and healing are natural, instinctive activities. Welcome to this video. We study ancient texts not just for prayer, but because we want to share the much deeper, grander, true mechanism of this world that lies beyond it. What if ancient scriptures were not merely books for calming the mind, but advanced scientific manuals, describing the very structure of this universe? Today, let's elevate our perspective and talk about the true mechanism of reality. Why was this universe created? And what message is hidden within the Lotus Sutra, the absolute pinnacle of Buddhist wisdom? By the end of this video, your view of the world will certainly be updated. When exploring universal truth, many ancient traditions and religions share a wonderful commonality. They establish the foundation of morality, teaching us how to live rightly with others in this world. They serve as perfect compasses for life and are truly noble teachings. On the other hand, the Lotus Sutra approaches reality from a different angle. It introduces concepts known as Gadatsu, liberation, and Juki, the prophecy of enlightenment. If most teachings are schools that teach us the correct way to live within this world, the Lotus Sutra is the system, blueprint that teaches us how to create a new world, a new universe yourself. It speaks of the admin password needed for you to completely understand the system of this cosmos and ultimately become a creator. Creating my own universe? You might think that sounds like a dream. However, this aligns surprisingly well with cutting edge science, specifically quantum mechanics and particle physics. Modern science tells us the universe began with the Big Bang. But why did energy suddenly erupt in an empty, dark void to create this universe? In physics, there is a massive unsolved mystery known as CP violation. At the moment the universe was born, matter and its exact opposite, antimatter, were created in equal amounts. Logically, they should have canceled each other out, returning everything to nothingness. However, a minuscule deviation occurred, allowing only matter to survive and form this universe. Why did a universe destined to vanish choose to exist? What Buddhism calls emptiness is not just a blank void. It is a state of vacuum energy, where all possibilities overlap. As quantum mechanics suggests, the most natural conclusion is that the powerful observation, intent of someone who completely understood this system, interfered with that emptiness, causing the Big Bang. And what emerged from that was what we now know as the 17 elementary particles. The smartphone you are touching, your body, the beautiful stars, everything is constructed by combining these 17 particles. The Dharma law taught in the Lotus Sutra is not an abstract philosophy. It is the programming language, the source code of the universe, teaching us how to assemble these 17 particles to construct a physical reality. So, what exactly is Juki, the prophecy written in the Lotus Sutra? The Buddha gave a prophecy to each of his disciples in the distant future. You will become a Buddha, and you will govern a universe with a magnificent name. This is not mere comfort. In modern terms, it is the passing down of the admin access password for a new universe. It is the handover of the blueprint. Once you understand the laws of particles and the entire mechanism, liberate yourself from old illusions. Then, it will be your turn to become the center and create another universe. And here is the most profound truth of the Lotus Sutra. When you create a new universe and become its center, your role is not over. Next, within the universe you created, you will teach the correct laws to the people living there, guiding them to liberation. Then, you will grant Juki to them, and they, in turn, will become the center and create yet another new universe. The creation of a universe, followed by the liberation of others, an infinite system echoing through eternity. That is the true reality the Lotus Sutra reveals. Finally, I want to tell you the most important thing today. Why did we deliberately choose to be born on this earth right now? carrying these heavy physical bodies? In the Lotus Sutra, there is a term, Genisai Shikishin Zanmai, manifesting all physical forms at will. This describes the ultimate state of an awakened being to take on any physical form that is most familiar to others in order to save them and guide them to the truth. You understand now, don't you? You were not born into this world by mere coincidence. You came to this world to deeply learn the laws of the universe, so that one day you can give birth to a new one. And above all, to stand by those who are lost, to share the teachings, and to walk toward liberation together. You deliberately assembled those 17 elementary particles, chose this 3D physical body, and logged into this world. The reason we are alive in this world right now, it is not just to cower in fear and wait to be saved. It is for you to teach the truth to your loved ones, to liberate together from the old world, and to become the center that gives birth to a new universe. You are truly a magnificent creator in the making. On this channel, we will continue to share the information. You need to remember your true power. If this perspective resonates with you, please join us in our pursuit of truth. Blessings to the wonderful universe you will create in the future. Thank you for watching.